Some other news now. Professor George Maxwell Richards believes that tertiary education could transform Trinidad and Tobago into a society of producers. To do this, he said that the education system must be structured to facilitate the progress and development. Melissa Dasrath has more.
We are too reliant on imports. That was the view expressed by President George Maxwell Richards at the University of the Southern Caribbean's 10th Annual Public Lecture Series. The president, who's a patron of the university, delivered the address at the lecture of the George Simmons book collection at the Capitol Plaza Hotel. His concern is that we are a society of consumers, and the hope is that tertiary education will produce innovative thinkers who can generate indigenous ideas and products.
In a knowledge-based global environment, developing countries must thrust into lead positions where they offer new things to the world rather than being stuck in the mode of consumer of imported new ideas and things.
The president said it's time that developing nations stop playing catch-up and start moving in step with world trends. He said the education system needs to be structured to realize that goal.
Intellectual development on the widest scale is paramount. This is a major purpose of tertiary education, where the capacity to learn is honed, and education systems in the so-called developing countries must be reviewed with this in mind.
And the president felt that the cross-fertilization of ideas through intellectual exchanges will enrich the quality of tertiary education. Dr. Peter Singer is this year's featured lecturer. He is a professor of bioethics at Princeton University and a laureate professor at the Center of Applied Philosophy and Public Ethics at the University of Melbourne. He spoke extensively about ethics, animals, and the public good. And the USC librarian Petronetta Pierre Robertson indicated that the George Simmons book collection is expanding every year. She said a donation of $1 million will help them to house the volumes of research material and multimedia resources in a much larger facility. Melissa Dasrath, CNews.